Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm Sethum and welcome back to another video, folks. Today in this video I'm going to be showing you all 34 Altars of Lilith here in Howezar, and we're going to start off with the first one. So as you can see, I am in Howezar and I'm going to show you my location on the map. We're going to try and do all 34 altars. So we've got quite a big area to cover. This might potentially be a fairly long video, but I will try and do my best to show you the location of each and individual altar of Lilith. This is where I currently am at this moment in time, and here is the altar itself. So I'll take this so you guys can see what you get for it, and I'm going to show you its position on the map again after I've taken the altar. Now there will be some altars throughout this video that I've already picked up through the campaign, and I will cover those as well, of course. Here I am with the next altar of Lilith. It's right here compared to where I am located. Basically, I'm going to show you its location on the map, and here was the first one. As you can see, this is where I'm at currently at the moment, and so I'm going to zoom out and zoom in so you guys can see the location itself on the map. So here I am. This is the little I suppose island. I like to call these things islands, these little dots basically that we can't go through. And yeah, so we picked it up. I'm going to show you again the location after I've picked it up on the map. Let me just kind of move out here this way a bit. Okay. So that was the first one. This is the second one that we've picked up. I'll leave this up for you guys so you can take notes. Feel free to pause the video if you need to do so. Alright, here we are with the third altar of Lilith. And this one is in the southern part of Howezar, basically, or at least the southern part compared to where we last were. So I'll pick this up. Just gonna move away so you guys can see the altar on the map, and this is what the area looks like. So just kind of showing you the location so you guys can take notes of it. And we'll move on to the next one in a bit. Alright, here we are with another one. I believe this would be the fourth one. And this is where I am on the map. As you can see, these are the three that we picked up previously. There's another one right here. This little weird looking thing. So it's right in this corner tucked away. Pick it up and just move slightly away from it so you guys can see its icon on the mini map. There we are. I'm right there right now, so yeah. And here we are with what I think, I've not really counted them, but I think this is the fifth one. And so this weird looking shape right there. And this is where I'm compared to my previous one. I was there, so I basically made my way right here. And let me zoom in so you guys can see where it is. I'll quickly pick this up. Then, as always, I will move away just so the icon does appear. Actually, it does appear on the mini map, on the map fully. Sorry, my apologies there. Alright, here I am with the next one, and as you can see, I've not picked this one up. This is where I am on the map compared to the previous one. I was up there, now I've made my way back down here. I'll zoom in so you guys can see exactly where it is on the map. Quickly grab this, and I think I should be far enough away from it. Sometimes you gotta be careful with these chests as it can cause creatures to spawn, but here I am. So let me just zoom in so you guys can see the shape of what the area looks like. This is the sixth altar itself. Alright, so I'm very close to the seventh altar, and it's right here. Of course, we do have some enemies, so I'll be right back in a bit. Okay, everything's been cleared. So this is the next altar. Quickly grab this, and I'm going to show you its location on the map. This is where I am. So basically kind of made my way this way down the south part of Howezar. And as you can see, this is where I'm at right now. Alright, and I'm next to the next altar, basically. That didn't sound quite that good, but here it is. I'll grab this, and I'm going to show you its location on the map. Just wanted to make sure that my minions are able to cope with the enemies in the area. So, basically, we headed north from where I previously was. There we go. So this is what the area looks like. Alright, on to the next one, and this is where the altar is located in the world. I'm going to show you its position on the map as well. So we basically went from there to here, and I'm trying to zoom out. Sometimes it almost feels like the scroll button on the mouse, it gets automatically inverted, so I'm not quite sure how that works. But let's pick this one up. I'll sort of shift to the side here so you can see it on the map. So we went from here and basically made my way up to the north. And yeah, you've seen the location, so I'll just leave this out for you so you can take notes. Here we are with another Altar of Lilith. And it's right there. Once you picked it up, it's kind of difficult to spot, but here it is on the map. This is what the area looks like, and this is where we started basically, and sort of made our way further north. I'll leave this out for you guys to take notes if you need to. I'm trying my best here to not go through them too fast, and so I leave enough time for people to have a look at it, because there are 34 altars to pick up, which is quite a few for this area. So this is the next altar. As you can see, it's not glowing because I'd already picked it up during the campaign, but it's right here. So there's a bit of a parkour session that you need to do. This is kind of the path that I took. And all these little circle triangles mean that you have to jump or climb something. And this is where we basically went. So as you can see, I showed you where the previous altar was in a little segment, or the previous segment. And yeah, so hopefully this helps. Now I'm going to show you basically where it's located, just so you guys can find it. Basically around this corner right here, and we have a jump. So basically to get there, kind of have to do the opposite thing in reverse, or the same thing in reverse is what I meant to say. Here we are with another altar, and this is where I am on the map. And so compared to the previous altar, basically just a little bit further north. I mean, we do have a bit of a detour to do to get here, but yeah, it's just slightly further north than the previous one that we picked up. I'm just going to move to the side here. And yeah, so once you pick it up, it's another one of those altars that's difficult to spot. But yeah, as you can see, this is the path, and these are the altars that we've already picked up. I'm kind of lost count of how many. And another Altar of Lilith, and it has, at least in my game, a chest next to it. So I'll grab this. So this is where we set off, and this is where we are right now. So just kind of showing you the location. That is where I'm at. As you can see, there was an object before it, so we did have to destroy the object in order to pick up the altar. And here we are with another altar. This is one that I've already picked up. Nonetheless, I will cover it in the video, and I will also show you the location compared to where we are. That's where we that's the path that we kind of took. And so this is where I'm at the moment. Again, showing you the overview of what we've done so far. This is what the, I suppose, little island looks like. Alright, here we are with another altar. I'll grab this, and as always, I will show you the location on the map after I deal with these guys. These guys can be a bit painful. I'll try and pick off the more dangerous ones first, and then I'll let my minions deal with the rest. This guy can be quite annoying. There we go. Oh, there's actually more of them. Apologies if this is a bit longer than I expected it to be. So this is where I am on the map, and we set up, we basically kind of came this way. So this is where I'm at right now. And another one right here. This is one that I again picked up during the campaign, and this is where it is. This is what the terrain looks like on the map, so you guys can spot it as easily as possible. Trying to show you everything that we've done so far. And here we are with another Altar of Lilith. And it's right here. Now, this is a stronghold, so do keep that in mind. You will have to do some fighting to get to it. My personal opinion is, if you're doing this right here, might as well complete the stronghold, get the extra XP and bonuses off of it if you haven't already, and then pick up the altar, which is kind of what I've done. And so this is where I'm at on the map. Grab this. And let me show you where I am exactly. So over there is a blockage, a gate that you will need to access eventually if you do want to pick this one up. And on to the next one, which is this right here. I'll grab it and then I'll show you its location on the map. So it basically came from up there down here. And yeah, as you can see, this is what the terrain looks like. And another Altar of Lilith is right here. This is what it looks like in the game. I'll grab it and then I'll show you its location on the map. And as you can see, I've continued further south from where my previous location was, and it's right there, so it should be fairly easy to spot as long as you follow the map. And these are all the altars that I've picked up so far for this video. As you can see, there are quite a few at the moment. And here we have the next altar. I am right here on the map, so we went from here to over here, and this is basically just like the third little island, I guess you want to call it, or I'll call it at least in this video. So here we are once more. These are all the things that we've picked up. You can see we're basically on the third little island as you make your way from the previous altar that I've shown you. So it's right here. Okay, here we have another altar. I'll just quickly grab this, and the altar itself is right here. So this is where I am on the map. So I came basically from over here down here. Bit of traveling to do, but it should be fairly easy to find. Alright, just trying to get a decent amount of space so I can show you it on the map once again. So I do want to zoom out so you guys can see and double check with me that you're following the path that I'm showing you, so that you can collect all of the altars. Alright, here we are with the next altar. I'm just going to grab this loot. Never leave gold line on the floor. It's always valuable. And I'll collect this right here. So I am right here. So basically, from where I was, as you can see, I traveled quite a bit north. I'm trying to show you the entire region. Then I'll pick up the altar and show you it again on the map. Alright, here we are with another altar. And I'm in combat by the looks of things, but this is where I am. And if you've done the campaign, you'll know this area. This is where we came to jump through the boats. Basically, this is the path that I took. And it's actually fairly easy to spot once you know its location on the map. This one does seem to spawn skeletons when you pick it up, so do keep that one in mind. I'll show you its location. It's on this little peninsula right here.
I'm not ready yet.
And here I am with another altar. It's right here, and I'm going to zoom out so you guys can see where I am in relation to the previous one. So I was right here, made my way into this direction, and yeah, it's a bit difficult to describe, so I'll leave this up for a bit so you guys can see it. And it's right inside this little inlet right there. Alright, so quickly grab the altar itself, and then I'll show you where with its location marked on the minimap. And here we have another Altar of Lilith. Alright, I'm gonna quickly grab this one. And then I'll take a couple of steps away. And here I am on the map. This is where its location is in relation to the previous altar. So it shouldn't be too difficult to spot, especially if you know its location on the map. So I'll leave this out for a bit longer for people to take notes. And here is another altar. This one's slightly hidden underneath these trees, but if you know its location on the map, you can easily find it. So let me zoom out. This is where I am. And so basically I made my way from here to here. And this is where the altar is. Let me just zoom in so you guys can see exactly its location. Again, we've got a little inlet right there. So it's right at the end of it. And these are the ones that we picked up so far. Another altar is right here, and I will show you its location. It's actually not far from this, and that is a tree. So basically, you can just kind of come around that way, and that is the altar's location. So next to the tree, we have a little travel point, and then basically just make your way to the south, and then to the left, and just keep following the edge of the tree line, so to speak, and yeah, you'll get there. Also note that when you do access it, you will be attacked by a lot of ghosts. Here we are with another Altar of Lilith, and this is where I'm at right now. And yeah, so I showed you its location in relation to the previous altar that I picked up. Let me just move away, and Let me zoom in so you can see the path. So again, just follow the tree line to the left, and eventually you'll get there. Basically, in relation to the previous altar is what I meant to say. I should have been a bit more specific there. Okay, and here I am with the next altar of Lilith. This is where I'm at on the map. Again, this one's a bit hidden. And yeah, so this is where I'm at. These are the altars that I've collected so far with you folks in this video. So as you can see, quite a ways in. And here is the next altar of Lilith. It's right here, as you can see on the map. I'll quickly pick it up and then we'll have another look at it. So this is where I am. Came from here into this direction right here. This is what the area looks like. So yeah, this is exactly where I'm on the map. And here is another altar of Lilith. This one's a bit hidden away, and as you can see, this is where I am at. Now, to get to this point, you will have to do the stronghold, and I'm going to show you exactly what I mean. So when you come into the zone, this is a stronghold, and there's all these little things right there. These are bosses that you'll have to defeat, but what you need to do is basically defeat a thing that lets you access this. It's like a little triangle right there. You defeat that, kind of make your way this way, and you get to the altar of Lilith. Okay, here we are with the next one. Alright, my minions should deal with this. Just making sure they're fighting a couple of things. We do seem to have some tougher ones. I'll just quickly dispatch these guys, and then I'll show you its location on the map. Okay, now let's show you the location of this altar on the map. This is where it is. And yeah, so from the previous one, basically, it's right here. And here we are with another altar. And it's right here on the map. So it kind of came this way, straight right over here. And there we go. Let's pick this up and I'll show you its location with the icon on the map. Just going to take a couple of steps away. And there we are with this altar of Lilith. And yeah, this is what we've done so far. So if you've been following me, you should have almost all of the altars. There is one that I forgot about and skipped, but I'll show you that as the last one. It does happen sometimes. There's quite a few things to keep track of when you're doing this. And finally, here we are with the last altar of Lilith in Howezar, and this is where it's at. It's actually out in the open. And I'm going to show you its location in a bit, actually, after I get rid of these creatures. There's quite a few. Thankfully, I have someone else assisting there, which is kind of useful to me. I'm glad to have the assistance. Especially since there were some elites in that group, so I couldn't really just rely on my minions. Anyways, let me quickly show you where I am. And this is where I'm at. This is the last altar of Lilith. I could have probably done it at the beginning of the video, but I did forget about it in all fairness. This is what the map will look like when you have collected all of them. And as I said, there are, or I may have said, or intended to say, but there are a total of 34 altars in Howezar. Now, if you followed me through this video, then you will have collected all 34 altars of Lilith. I'll show you that right there. And here we are. And of course, it will also help if you do the strongholds, because you will access the waypoints. So you can unlock all 6 waypoints as well. But that is pretty much it for this video, folks. Thank you all so very much for your time. I hope that you have found this video useful. If you have, please do not forget to support me and the channel by hitting that like button, share, comment, and subscribe. And of course, I will be covering all these zones in Diablo 4 with all of the altars, plus other guides as time goes on. Until next time, as always, stay safe, folks.